Held's Huddle. This is a weekly show where we talk to Coach Held about the game's recaps and players of the week. Coach Held, the Norsemen got off to a great start this weekend. Why don't you tell us a little about the game?
Well, Sabrina, we were very excited to get our first victory of the year. Our guys were excited to play on a home field. We were gone the week before, so it was good to be in front of our home fans. I thought the crowd was great. It was military appreciation. People were excited to see the 2014 Norsemen. Offensively, I thought we did a really good job. We got out to a 28-0 lead. We were hitting on all cylinders. It was really, really good. Cameron Booty, our running back, had 15 carries for 159 yards and a touchdown. I thought played really, really well. Our quarterback, Des Stegall, we're counting on him for a lot of big plays this year. I thought he had a solid game. He executed a lot better than he did the first game. I thought the offensive line played well. They really did. Our offensive line has a chance to be really, really good. I thought, for the whole night, they played physical and played how we want them to play. The receivers did a lot of good things, made some plays. We had a 70-yard touchdown bomb there for the last score of the game, which was very important to us. Defensively, I saw a lot of good things. I thought our guys played with a lot of passion. I thought we tackled better. I think, watching the film, I think defensively we gave up a couple plays that they would like to have had back. But we got to play a lot of guys, which is important. So we were able to develop our depth that's going to help us in the conference play. Special teams was very good. We had a punt block. We got a safety out of it, so that's 2 weeks in a row we've had that. We've had two big kickoff returns, which changed field position. And then I thought we won the field position battle. Extra point field goal wasn't as good as we would have liked. We had a field goal blocked, and then we missed a field goal or an extra point. So those are things we got to get shored up. Disappointments, penalties, too many penalties. In my era, this is the 11th season as a head coach. It was the most penalties I've had as a head coach. So that wasn't very good. But, at the end of the day, college football isn't easy, and our guys responded well. It kind of got a little hairy there. I think it was 31-19, but our guys responded, and we put the game away. So in this business, it's just win. We're able to get the W, and a lot of positive things, a lot of things we got to get fixed. But, we're looking forward to starting conference play this week and continue our development, can stick with the process that we have of turning this program into a championship program.
Awesome. Next weekend we play Blinn College. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, Blinn is a very good football team, Sabrina. They have a lot of history. A few years back, Cam Newton, who plays for the Carolina Panthers, was on the team and played on Red Robertson Field. So they've won national championships. It's been a historic program. Their first two games, they've averaged 71 points a game. So they can really score. They play well on defense. They have a lot of team speed. They're 1-1, just like we are. They're 0-1 in the conference. This is our first conference game. So we know what we're up against. It's a very important game. It's at night. Our players are going to be very, very excited for it. We want to get as many people out as we can to come watch us, and we want to pack the house and get everybody excited. But it's the game of the year for us because it's the next game and it's the conference opener.
Great. Well, this weekend we play at the Red Robertson Field. We kick off at 7 o'clock, but if you can't make it to the game is streaming live, correct, Coach?
That's correct. It's on mibevents.com. Bless Parker and his crew will live stream it. So, definitely if you can't make it to the game, we'd love to have you watch it online.
Well, congratulations to you guys on your win. You talked earlier about Cameron Booty, offensive player, and he is the player of the week this week.
Yeah, that's correct. He played very well. All our running backs played well. The game of football, you always have to single out certain guys when you do players of the week. But if it wasn't for the offensive line and the receivers and fullbacks, he wouldn't have been able to get those yards.
Of course.
So we try to embrace team recognition, but Cameron definitely stood out and made a lot of great plays.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and talk with Cameron Booty now. Player of the week, on our offensive team, we're featuring player Cameron Booty. Cameron, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I graduated from Jinx, Oklahoma. Came up to Jinx my junior year after spring break. Played my senior year of football at Jinx, and now I'm here at NEO.
Awesome. What position do you play?
I play running back.
How do you feel when you're in the game?
I'm real energized. I'm the player that talks a lot, and then when I get the ball in my hands, I have to make something happen. I have to block. Just whatever they ask me to do, I just go out and do it.
How did you feel winning your first college game?
It felt really good. Coming after that hard loss, we just had to come back with more intensity, come out stronger, and just go get a win.
As a freshman, what goals do you have for yourself this year?
Just to fit in with everybody, I guess. I don't want anybody, I mean, obviously everybody knows I'm a freshman and not, but just to come out and just play hard like everybody else and just keep going.
How do you prepare for a big game like this one?
I really don't know. I just kind of just go by the day. I mean, I talk a lot, so I'm one of the people that talks a lot on the team. I talk all day, every day. So I just let the day go, and whatever happens, happens.
If you could describe how you felt after this win in one word, what would you use?
Happy.
Happy? Awesome. Thanks so much for coming out to the show this weekend.
Thank you.
Now we're going to talk to Defensive Player of the Week, Novis Collum. As we talked about earlier, we do have a Defensive Player of the Week in the room. We have Novis Collum. Novis, can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Novis Collum. I'm from Tulsa Memorial. I play defensive tackle and nose guard.
Great. As a redshirt freshman, how do you feel going into this season?
I feel like we're going to have a really good year this year. We're really ready to get into conference play. And I think our defense is looking really good so far.
Mm-hmm. And how do you prepare for a big game?
We work real hard at practice. We make sure we slow down and go through all the fundamentals. We make sure we focus on every step. We put in a little overtime.
Since you've been with the team for a season already, do you feel connected with the other players?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a real good connection.
Awesome. What are your goals for this season?
I really don't have a lot of personal goals, but my goals for the team, I really want to make the playoffs this year and make a run so we can get to a bowl game and maybe a national championship this year.
How do you feel going into the game this weekend against Blinn College?
Blinn. I feel like this is going to be a tough matchup, but I feel like we can beat them. I feel like we just have to work real hard in practice this week, and everybody has to really lock in hard this week, and I feel like we can step up to the challenge.
Just staying positive?
Yes.
Awesome. How did you feel winning after this weekend?
Winning. It felt good to win after you put in a lot of hard work in a week. It felt good to finally have a win under our belts.
Playing 2 games already with your team, do you feel like you guys are cohesive? Do you work together well? Do you feel like there's anything you need to improve on?
Yes, I feel like our communication is real good. We always communicate to one another, but there's always something you can work on, and I feel like we're just going to keep getting better.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Novis. We'll talk to you again, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. In addition to featuring a player of the week every show, we also have a coach of the week. This week, we're going to get to know a little bit about Logan Cawyer. Logan, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I graduated from Commerce High School, which is right up the road. I went on to play at the University of Tulsa for 3 years, 3 seasons, and then I transferred to Northeastern State University and began my coaching career there for 2 years. And then I came here in 2013, and this is my 2nd season here, and I coach the wide receivers.
As a player and as a coach both, what are the best memories of your career so far?
So far, as of my playing career, when I was at the University of Tulsa, we got to play some big teams. OU, we got to go to West Point in New York. Just mainly those traveling games, and got to play in the big games and stuff like that. The plane trips and everything like that. Those are pretty good memories. Coaching career, I've coached in 1 bowl game so far, and it was at Northeastern State. We ended up losing the game, but just the postseason feel and getting to a bowl game and having some postseason achievements was really good.
This is your 2nd season at NEO, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel like coaching the players you've had from last year? Do you feel comfortable with them? Are you glad to have new players in on your team?
Yes, I actually didn't get to recruit any of the guys from last year, and being here a year and getting to recruit some of these kids and actually coach the kids that I've recruited, I think that helps a lot. You know, getting to know the kids while they're still in high school, and then having them on campus and getting to know them every day, in and out and stuff like that. I think that helps a lot. So.
And how do you motivate your team on and off the field?
On the field, you know, we try to create a positive environment, and our kids are 18, 19, 20 years old, so I mean, there's really not much motivation that they need. You know, all our kids are pretty motivated guys and are very coachable. You know, it doesn't take a lot, but just going out there with a positive attitude and high energy. You know, the kids respond to that pretty well. So.
And what are your goals this weekend going into the game against Blinn?
Just to cut out some of the mistakes. Last week from the Southeast Prep game, you know, we had a lot of, didn't have a lot, but we had some miscues and we left a lot of points out there. And I think going into this Blinn game, if we can hit on all cylinders and take care of some of the mistakes, you know, we can you know, look forward and get better.
What goals do you have for your particular team this year coming up?
Just to get to the postseason. You know, we gotta have 3 conference wins, and hopefully we can take care of that getting started this week with conference with Blinn. You know, hopefully we can get started on a good roll here, 1-0 in conference, and hopefully that can carry over for some of the games and get to the postseason.
Well, it was great to talk with you, Logan.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for watching this week's Huddle. Tune in next week to see what we have next. I'm Sabrina Terrell.